Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. Alright, it appears we made it to Pravoka, I think this place is called, last time. And it was a bit deserted. These are the only two people we could find here, and from what they told us, it sounds like some pirates have invaded town, so... yeah, maybe we better have a word with them and see what their intentions are. I am Bicky the Pirate, and surprised I am that you scurvy dogs have the nerve to face me. Mates, get those landlubbers! Well, it definitely doesn't seem to be peaceful, but here we are. Alright, so we have to face off against his entire crew. 9 pirates. Each pirate has 6 HP, has an attack of 16, and 0 defense, 8 magic defense, no elemental affinities of any sort, no status elements to worry about, so just go all out on them. Obviously, their numbers are the biggest threat here. If they happen to gang up one particular party member, yeah, like that, or at least get a few crits here and there. Yeah, you could be in a world of hurt, but as long as you're able to connect with your hits, one after the other, you should be all right. That's 2 crits on Mark. He's having trouble hitting that one guy. Pardon me. Alright, the last one. Pylon! That was a rough blow from John there. Alright, 90 experience and 360 gold. Okay, you got me. Take my ship! Whoa, he's in full panic mode. Well, I guess he just lost his entire crew. Yeah, I feel like that would humble a man, so to speak. But I won't be any more bother, I promise. Well, maybe you can do something around the town to help fix any damage you guys may have caused while you've been here. But there we go. So, without actually really asking about it, we have a ship now. So yeah, I guess we don't have to walk everywhere now. The elves live across the sea. Matoya's herb is the only thing that will wake their prince. Okay. Thank you. We don't need to be afraid of pirates anymore. If it cause any more problems, you let us know. Alright, so yeah, there's new armor items. So the armor shop, we got the iron armor, wooden shield, and gloves here. Item shop, it has a new item for us as well. You can actually buy the cabins now for 250 gold there. Let's check the east side of town. How are you? Oh. There are many dangerous monsters in the sea. Be careful. Well, thank you very much for the warning there. We'll take it to heart. Ships can stop only at ports. There are no ports in the north. Must be rather important if you felt you had to add that little last bit there. So yeah, definitely try to keep that in mind. I have escaped from Melmond in the west. My town is in trouble. Please help them! A desperate old man to help us save his hometown, I guess. Alright, so here's the white magic shop. And indeed, there are new spells here as well. The beauty about level 2 magic in this game is that everybody that can use level 2 magic can use all of these spells. I'd probably say the most useful would be anti-lightning and mute. So yeah. We'll definitely be picking up a couple of mute spells at some point, but yeah. Lamp removes darkness, and the Invis spell actually increases your entire party's evasion by 40 points, I believe, so yeah. It does stack, so yeah. And I do believe oh, I don't think it's something else, never mind. So yeah, some status effects in this game and some buffs do stack, so something to keep in mind. Here's the Black Magic Shop. And yeah, we've got Ice, Darkness, Temper, and Slow. Ice, obviously, is the Ice Elemental spell, first level of it. The beauty about it, it is indeed significantly stronger than Fire and Thunder on its own, even if you're not dealing with weaknesses. So yeah, definitely a spell we're going to want to pick up. Darkness spell, I'm not sure if it's bugged or not, but I do know that at least in the PS1 remake, this one seems to be about as effective, but it does stack. So yeah, one of those status elements that can stack, the more a party member gets hit with it, so the more effective it becomes. So heads up there. Could be useful in terms if you happen to get stuck in a battle with a bunch of creatures that inflict darkness on you. But I got the Temper spell here. This is supposed to increase your attack stat by a certain amount for the battle. Unfortunately, it's bugged, so it does not work, so don't worry about it. Slow, however, is probably one of the most effective status elements in the game. So yeah, we'll definitely be at least picking up Ice and Slow at some point in the future. And then we got the weapon shop here, which has a short sword, hand axe, and scimitar. The scimitar is slightly better than the rapier. It's got one extra attack over the rapier, and I do believe it has a slightly higher hit percentage as well. But I'll go into why that's not. I really don't think spending 200 gold for an extra point for that isn't really worth it. So yeah, the hand axe is slightly stronger than the short sword. The hand axe can only be equipped by the fighter. Short sword can be equipped by the fighter and the red mage. But yeah, the hand axe is slightly stronger than the short sword, but the short sword has a higher hit percentage, and that is actually rather important considering Mark, our fighter, is at level 4. So let's back out here, and I'll get into why my weapon choices are going to be as important as they are. So yeah, as you can see, level 4. The short sword has 5 more, will add 5 more to your hit percentage there, which would put it up to 29. And yeah, the fighter gains 3 hit percentage every level, so as soon as he gains level 5, he'll be able to do 2 hits with the short sword, whereas with the hand axe, he would not be able to. So yeah, he'd just still be doing the 1 hit. So definitely in this case, for the short term, if you've got an obscene amount of gold lying around, by all means, feel free to grab it. But I'm just going to stick with the best bang for my buck. I'm going to go with the short sword and stick it out until we can get to level 5. Alright, and yeah, so the scimitar, yeah, it's slightly stronger than the rapier, but I do believe it has a more hit percentage as well. So, yeah. And, oh yeah, and why that isn't really important for Matt right now is the fact that even though it's got more hit than the rapier, yeah, he's still a ways away from getting his second hit, so yeah, you're really just paying 200 gold for 1 extra damage for an extended period of time. So I'd just say leave him on the rapier for now, and you should be good to go. So yeah, but anyways, we may as well purchase a few things, I guess. What do I want to get first? You know what? Yeah, let's. I was thinking about going with the iron armor first, but we're here. Hang on, how much gold do I have? I've got 5, so how much do I need, rather? So the ice spell will be 950, and then, so let's go a different route. Let's go with the armor instead. Let's go with the tried and true method. Yeah, let's, first, definitely want to buy the ice spell, though. 400 gold, beautiful. That'll give us an extra couple of casts of some damage we can do in battle if we don't want to use the thunder spell, or fire spell in that case. The reason why I'm going with the iron armor first is 1, because we've got the gold for it, and 2, yeah, it'll just be a shorter period of time for us to grind up to being able to get the short sword, which I do want to do. So let's get the iron armor here for Mark. And that'll give him a nice hefty boost to his defense. Yeah, see, we're going 1 button too far. So we're going 1640 to 2532. So yeah, very heavy, but that boost in absorb, very much worth it. So yeah, let's sell the chainmail. There we go. Awesome. And you know what? How are we doing as far as... You know what? Yeah, let's give the cap to Luke for now. He could probably use the damage boost more than Mark can right now because of what's coming up for us. Items, if you've got... do we really need to worry? You know what? No, probably. Yeah, leave the item shop alone for now. Because, like I said, I want to get the short sword before we continue on to the next area. How much do we need? So it's 550 for it. I probably want to save it as well, so we want at least 600, another 400 gold or so. And yeah, so to cut down on our grinding time, here's our ship, brand new music, and the sea itself has its own monsters that inhabiting it. So yeah, completely different encounters here. So yeah. All right, so if you weren't able to get any of that, or if you just want to reduce the amount of time to grind for gold, this game, just like its Descendants, has a mini-game in it. So yeah, mini-games in Final Fantasy extended all the way back to the very beginning. So in this case, it's a bit of a secret, so you hold A and you press B 55 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. And we get a classic puzzle, the 15 puzzle, where you slide the tiles around to ultimately get them to read 1 through 4 here, 5 through 8, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 15, with the empty slot being at the bottom here. If this is at all intimidating, because I know for the longest time I had no idea how to solve this kind of puzzle, but I've found I guess a method, you could say, online about that seems to work really well for me. I can store it away in my memory enough to actually be able to solve it consistently. And I'll leave the step-by-step process in the video description for you to do. It's the same process that I used, that I'm going to be using here. So yeah, feel free to do that. And we do get a reward for completing this. So let's do this. All right, so first up, the first thing you want to do is you want to get number 1 and number 2 into their respective slots. Now, obviously, we're moving these around. You're going to be moving them together. So basically, you want to get 2 in front of 1 and then just start sliding it up into their spots. So we got 1 there. Let's see. Let's move 2 over here. So yeah, just move this over. That, like that, like that. I was going the wrong way. Oh well. Let's see if we can still salvage this. 2 there. Okay. Yeah, I think I kind of messed myself up. Yeah, okay. Let's move this over here so we can move this up here, and then we just gotta move them in. So we got 1 and 2 in the slots. Next up is 3 and 4. Same process. Get 4 on top of 3 and then just start sliding them up. So we got 4 down there. So let's actually 4 is in a good spot. So let's just put this over there. Move 4 over. This down. Get that there, and let's start moving them up. Oh, wrong one. There we go, and we can just start moving them up. Just cycling the other tiles around them until you can finally get 3 and 4 in their respective slots. Next up is 5 and 6. Same procedure. This one looks like it's going to be pretty self-explanatory, really, because they're already in a good orientation. Oh, you know, whoop, nope. Okay, I was wrong. Let's see. Let's get this down here. Let's try to move the 6 around to the front. We're still safe to do that for now. This is by far the easiest part of it, so yeah. Alright, and yeah, I guess we can just move this down here and then just start cycling them up into their spots. There. And move this down, and 5 and 6 are in their spots. Next up is 7 and 8, and again, same procedure. 7 is already up there though, so let's see, how can we get it? So actually it might not be too bad. Move that down. You know what? I think we're good to go. Alright, 7 and 8. Now this is where things get a little tricky. Easiest way I've found to navigate this is by putting 13 in the spot where 9 is supposed to be. So yeah, just basically doing this one step at a time. Basically break up the single step into 2 separate steps. So we want to move 13 up to here, and then we just want to get 9 up beside it. So let's do that. What's the easiest, quickest way? Probably this way. Well, I don't think it matters because it was at the far end, so yeah. There we go, and now we just need to move them into place. Alright, next up is 10 and 14. Same process with 9 and 13. We want to get 14 and 10 spot there. And yeah, we want to get 10 up beside it. So let's see if I can do that. This is where it gets a little tricky. There. No, that didn't work, but let's see. Let's try doing that. This is where my brain kind of checks out, and it's like, what do I do? Okay, looks like I got it anyway. So there we go. There's definitely a pattern that allows that to happen. It's just I still haven't been able to grasp it with my brain. So yeah, little brain. Anyways, so there you go. We got 10 and 14 in place, and then the last 3 are really self-explanatory. You usually just got to move them around until they have them in their right spots. So there we go. So yeah, I'll have that listed in the video description step by step of how to solve it. And yeah, successfully completed the very first Final Fantasy minigame. And for doing so, we get an extra 100 gold. So there we go. Alright, so I actually want to get, like I said, I need to get at least 600 gold. So yeah, let's fight some things out here. I do recommend fighting in the sea because the creatures out here do drop significantly more gold. So yeah, let's see what we can run into. There is actually one particular encounter you can get out here that if you get it, you're laughing. But yeah. Alright, this is not it, but this should be effective enough. Alright, the one thing you're going to notice about these sea creatures as well, aside from the one I mentioned, that it is basically just your set, yeah, they are very slippery. They have high evasion, and you're going to have a hard time hitting them. So, in this case, I actually recommend having Luke use a Thunder Spell and just start trying to take him down. Ooh, nice. Matt got a hit. And this kind of leads into how I feel about the black belts or the monks in this particular situation. In that, normally, the black belt is best equipped with the nunchaku from Conario until he's level 5. So technically, he would be doing on average more damage, but because when he's unequipped, he can hit twice with his fists, that's something you might want to take into consideration when facing these guys with a black belt or a monk. And that if you want consistent hits, take the nunchaku off. If you want reliable kills whenever he can hit them, leave it on. So yeah, it's up to you, but that's just something I wanted to bring up. And there we go, 150 gold out of that. So yeah, how many thunder spells, lit spells did I use? Use 2? Great. All right, let's just, you know what? Let's just to stay safe. There we go. All right. Let's see what else we can get. only 5 different creatures in the sea here. That was one of them. And we got the same thing. But bright side is this might actually get us what we're looking for. The 150 gold remaining that we need. One more. Yeah, even though the Sahags here are weak to thunder, yeah, the spells can still quote-unquote miss, so heads up there. But yeah, the water creatures tend to be all resistant to fire and earth elemental spells. But, yeah, they are neutral to ice, so that's what makes ice so reliable in the sea as well, on top of thunder, so that just basically gives Luke 6 spells he can use to deal with water fiends, so, yeah. Alright, so we got 609 gold, perfect. Let's head back to town and get that short sword. Now, despite what I said about what happens when the fighter, when Mark will get to level 5, I'm actually not going to give him the short sword yet. I'm actually going to wait until he gets to level 5 before I do that. And why, you might ask? Because there's actually a fiend in the sea that can paralyze you. And it's a single target, so yeah, if you, let's buy the thing. Let's give it to Luke. So yeah, my logic is that if Mark is going to be getting 50% of the attacks, meaning half the time, anytime you run into that creature that can paralyze, half the time he's probably going to paralyze Mark, which basically takes the short sword out of commission as far as being able to do damage. So I like to put it further down in the list, so that even if he does get taken out, we've got the stronger sword ready to go still, or just a higher chance of it being usable. So that's what my logic is for that. And yeah, so we got 20 and 24 there for Mark, and 21 and 23. So yeah, he should, in theory, be able to do a bit more damage than Mark right now. But that'll definitely change once we can reach level 5. So, alright, let's sell the rapier. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Get 5 gold back, and we are good to go. And with that, I believe we have made all of the purchases that we need to in Pravoka. However, we are hearing concerning rumors about what is going on in Elfland. If you recall, Elfland is the place that is holding on to the mystic key to the treasury of Corneria Castle, so that sounds like it could be a problem in more ways than one. Not just for the key, but for the people of Elfland as well. So I guess next time we'll have to hop in the ship and see if we can't find the, I think they said it was south of Corneria, so I guess maybe we'll head back to sail over to Corneria, and then I guess go looking for Elfland, and if we can find it, maybe we can help them out. This is Intrepid83 signing off. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like on your way out. It really helps support the series here and the channel, and I humbly thank you for your support in that regard. And also consider subscribing as well. If you enjoyed the video, why not? And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not head on over to the channel, see if there's anything there that could potentially earn your subscription. And if it does, well, I'll see you in the next one. But also, I would ask that you consider hitting that bell notification icon as well in that process, just to give the subscription a bit more oomph in getting this series, this channel, a bit more notoriety. And again, I humbly thank you for your support in that regard. And until next time, thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you for spending some of your time here today. Take care, be blessed, and Have a good one.